if you've ever dreamed of staying somewhere with a little more spirit, these haunted hotels across the United States offer chills, thrills, and maybe even a ghostly encounter or two. From historic inns to luxurious resorts, here are the top 10 most haunted hotels in the USA. Number 1. The Stanley Hotel, Estes Park, Colorado. Nestled in the scenic mountains of Estes Park, Colorado, the Stanley Hotel looks like something straight out of a movie, and it kind of is. This grand, old hotel is best known for inspiring Stephen King's The Shining, and many visitors say it's just as eerie in real life. Built in 1909, the hotel has a beautiful, vintage charm, but it also has a spooky side that guests still talk about today. Some say they hear piano music coming from the empty music room, and others have spotted ghostly children running through the halls late at night. One of the most well-known spirits is said to be Flora Stanley, the hotel's original owner, who still enjoys playing the piano in the ballroom. Lights flicker, doors open and close on their own, and some people even wake up to find their belongings moved around. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, there's no denying the strange energy in the air. The Stanley offers ghost tours for curious visitors, and many who go say they leave with stories they'll never forget. It's the perfect mix of beauty, history, and just the right amount of haunted. Number 2. The Queen Mary, Long Beach, California. Docked in Long Beach, California, the Queen Mary is a massive retired ocean liner that's now a hotel. And one of the most haunted spots in the U.S., this ship has a long and colorful history, having served as both a luxury cruise ship and a World War II troop carrier. But along with the glamour and adventure came tragedy, and many believe that the spirits of those who died on board never really left. Guests and staff have reported all kinds of spooky things: footsteps echoing in empty hallways, mysterious voices, and sudden cold spots. One of the most famous haunted areas is the ship's old swimming pool, where people have claimed to see ghostly children playing, even though the pool's been dry for decades. There are also stories of a lady in white dancing in the ballroom and a sailor who died in the engine room, still seen wandering the ship. Whether you're a ghost hunter or just curious, the Queen Mary's ghost tours are a popular way to explore its eerie side. It's a beautiful ship with an unforgettable past, and for some visitors, maybe even a ghostly encounter to remember. Number 3. The Crescent Hotel, Eureka Springs, Arkansas. Perched on a hill in the charming town of Eureka Springs, Arkansas, the Crescent Hotel looks like a fairy tale castle, but many say it's one of the most haunted hotels in America. Built in 1886, it has a long and strange history. At one point, it was even used as a hospital by a man named Norman Baker, who claimed he could cure cancer. Sadly, many people came to him for help and never left. Today, guests report all kinds of ghostly activity. Some say they've seen the spirit of a nurse pushing a gurney down the hallway, while others have felt sudden cold spots or heard voices when no one was around. There's even a ghost cat named Morris who's said to still roam the lobby and garden. One of the most talked about spirits is Michael, a stonemason who supposedly fell to his death during construction. Guests staying in his old room often report strange things like lights flickering or doors opening by themselves. The hotel embraces its haunted past, offering nightly ghost tours for those brave enough to explore. It's spooky, beautiful, and full of stories that leave a lasting impression, whether you believe in ghosts or not. Number 4. Hotel del Coronado, Coronado, California. Hotel del Coronado, often called the Del, is a stunning beachfront hotel just outside of San Diego. With its red-roofed towers and ocean views, it feels like the perfect vacation spot, but it also has a mysterious side. The most well-known ghost story here is about a woman named Kate Morgan. She checked into the hotel in 1892, but sadly, she never checked out. Her body was later found on the steps leading to the beach, and the cause of her death still sparks questions. Ever since, guests have reported strange happenings in her old room: flickering lights, sudden chills, and things moving on their own. Some even say they've seen a ghostly woman in black roaming the hallways. While the hotel has been modernized over the years, it still holds tight to its historic charm, and the story of Kate Morgan continues to draw curious visitors. Whether you believe in ghosts or just love a good mystery, Hotel del Coronado offers a unique mix of beauty, history, and a touch of the unexplained. You can relax by the beach during the day and maybe feel a ghostly chill at night. Number 5. The Myrtles Plantation, St. Francisville, Louisiana. The Myrtles Plantation, tucked away in the quiet town of St. Francisville, Louisiana, is one of the most famously haunted places in the country. Built in 1796, this old southern home is full of charm and chilling stories. The most well-known ghost is a woman named Chloe, who was once a slave on the plantation. According to legend, Chloe was caught eavesdropping and had her ear cut off. She later baked a poisoned cake, which led to the deaths of 2 young girls. Ever since, people claim to see her ghost, often wearing a green turban, wandering the grounds or standing quietly in photos. Guests and staff have reported everything from children laughing when no one's there, to furniture moving on its own, to strange handprints appearing in mirrors. Some even say they've felt someone lightly tug on their clothes with no one around. The plantation leans into its ghostly reputation, offering tours that blend history with haunting tales. Whether you come for the history, the mystery, or the hope of spotting a ghost, the Myrtles leaves a lasting impression, and maybe a few goosebumps, too. Number 6. The Marshall House, Savannah, Georgia. Located in the heart of historic Savannah, the Marshall House is a charming old hotel with beautiful architecture and a spooky reputation. Built in 1851, it has lived many lives, including serving as a hospital during the Civil War and 2 yellow fever outbreaks. With that kind of history, it's no surprise that people say it's haunted. Guests have reported hearing footsteps in empty hallways, faucets turning on by themselves, and the sound of children laughing or crying when no kids are around. Some even say they've seen ghostly figures dressed in old-fashioned clothes, especially late at night. One of the creepiest stories involves guests waking up to find their bathroom doors swinging open slowly, or feeling like someone is standing at the foot of their bed, even when they're alone. The hotel leans into its haunted history, offering ghost stories and even local tours for curious visitors. Still, despite the spooky tales, the Marshall House remains warm, welcoming, and full of southern charm. Whether you're a ghost enthusiast or just someone looking to stay somewhere with rich history and character, this Savannah gem offers both comfort and a few hair-raising surprises. Number 7. Omni Parker House, Boston, Massachusetts. The Omni Parker House in Boston isn't just one of the city's most historic hotels. It's also one of the most haunted. Opened in 1855, this elegant hotel has hosted famous guests like Charles Dickens and John F. Kennedy. But along with all that history come a few ghost stories that give the place an extra layer of mystery. One of the most talked about spirits is the hotel's original owner, Harvey Parker. Guests and staff say they've seen him wandering the halls, especially on the 10th floor, checking in on guests to make sure they're happy. Others report hearing strange whispers, lights flickering, and elevators moving on their own, sometimes stopping on floors no one has pressed. Room 303 is said to be especially eerie, with guests in the past complaining about unsettling noises and odd feelings. While the hotel is cozy, classy, and full of old Boston charm, it definitely has a spooky side. Whether you're there for the beautiful architecture, the famous Parker House rolls, or maybe a ghost sighting, the Omni Parker House offers a unique mix of history and mystery that's hard to forget. Number 8. The Bourbon Orleans Hotel, New Orleans, Louisiana. The Bourbon Orleans Hotel, located in the heart of New Orleans' lively French Quarter, is known for its rich history and spooky reputation. Built in the 1800s, this stunning hotel has been everything from a ballroom to a convent and an orphanage, and many believe the spirits of its past residents still linger. The most famous ghost is a nun, who is said to haunt the hotel's hallways, and some guests have reported hearing the sound of her footsteps or even seeing her shadow moving along the walls. But it's not just the nuns you'll encounter here. There are stories of children's laughter echoing through the halls, and even sightings of ghostly figures in the old ballroom. People say they've also felt sudden cold spots and doors that open and close on their own. Despite the hauntings, the Bourbon Orleans Hotel is a beautiful place to stay, with its gorgeous French Quarter location and vibrant history. Whether you're there to explore the city's famous nightlife or hoping to catch a glimpse of a ghost, the hotel blends Southern charm with a touch of the supernatural. Number 9. Hotel Monte Vista, Flagstaff, Arizona. The Hotel Monte Vista in Flagstaff, Arizona, is a charming and historic hotel with a reputation for being one of the most haunted places in town. Built in 1927, this old hotel has seen plenty of history, and with that history comes a few spooky stories. Guests often report strange things happening in the rooms, like lights flickering, furniture moving on its own, and odd noises coming from empty hallways. One of the hotel's most famous ghost stories is about a meat man, a former guest who used to store meat in his room. Some say his ghost still roams the hotel, leaving behind an eerie presence. Another popular haunting is a ghostly bellboy who was said to have died while working at the hotel, and now his spirit is often seen in the lobby or the elevator. The hotel's old-fashioned charm, combined with its ghostly history, makes it a popular spot for those curious about the supernatural. Whether you're there for a cozy stay or a spooky experience, Hotel Monte Vista offers a unique mix of both. Number 10. The Driscoll Hotel, Austin, Texas. The Driscoll Hotel in Austin, Texas, is a beautiful and historic hotel known for its grand architecture and its spooky reputation. Opened in 1886, the hotel has welcomed famous guests and hosted important events, but it's also home to a number of ghost stories. One of the most well-known spirits is that of a little girl who died after chasing a ball down the hotel's grand staircase. Guests have reported hearing the sound of a ball bouncing or seeing a small figure in the lobby. Another haunting involves a bride who took her own life in the hotel after her wedding was called off. Some guests say they've felt a cold presence or seen her ghostly figure wandering the hallways. The hotel's luxurious atmosphere and deep history only add to its mysterious charm. Even though it's known for its ghosts, the Driscoll remains a popular spot to stay, with its gorgeous lobby, elegant rooms, and prime location in downtown Austin.